Hello, beautiful ether. I am here with some new fly tying materials, thanks to y'all. I have no idea who sent it. It had no name, and it was through the registry. I just threw up on Amazon, and also the backpack, which I'm really stunned. I'm having trouble finding the words, but the last few days I've been digging all through this room trying to find what materials I can use to just kind of practice fly tying and learning the knots and how to hold things. And went to the store in the middle of the rain, and Amazon came and dropped off this. It has literally everything that I need. I haven't really landed on any patterns to give it a go first. There's a lot. And I really want to make shrimp. So, practicing, and hopefully we'll get pretty decent here. And let's see. I primarily fish saltwater, so that would be pretty sweet to make saltwater flies, which are already a thing. And so a lot of really nice patterns. Let me just close some of these. And check this. I'm printing a fly caddy. Got 8 hours left, and it's just to hold all the tools. And I believe the name was D.M. Summers on Thingiverse who designed it. Really stoked about that. So what we have here is got some legs and a bunch of colors, and I see a wide variety of materials used, and a lot of them are more natural. However, I really wanted really bright colors, like neons, to give my hand at saltwater. Decorated hooks, lures, flies, anything that is used to catch fish. So I have some eyes I prepared. I made these with just puffy paint on wax paper, and it's just a white black dot eyes, as simple as it gets. And then made some really simple crustacean eyes, and I'm gonna make red ones too. And then these ones are just ball chain eyes. Now this kit came with just about everything. I got 3 packs of different sized hooks. I'm actually going to go to the listing so I could write on the bags exactly what they are. And some chenille. I believe that's what this is. And every time I see this, I see like a lot of variety and a lot of natural stuff. And these are, I couldn't have picked more perfect ones, especially this green with the pink. I just want to make as bright as possible. I'm going to fill a tackle box up for my dad, so I'm trying to make like really nostalgic. Oh! Hello. Really nostalgic. And I might have to flip the camera around to show these. Okay. So this is the very first one I tried to make with UV resin. It looks more like a bird. Hello, Enrique Braga. So I do make jewelry. However, I'm kind of transitioning into tackle and fly fishing, flies. This little lure type thing is UV resin with, what is that called when it's every color? Glitter. And 1 single strand of peacock feather. And I don't know why I'm still holding this one. This one's garbage. These are ones after I excluded the tail in these ones. And I'm gonna make a ton of these. And this chubby one, you can really see that glitter. Really flashy. And this one, I kept, and they all have the same thing, 1 strand of peacock feather. These are old hooks, I'm just using these to practice. And see how I left some of the feather exposed. Maybe that'll do something. I don't know. And this is my favorite, inspired by the Blob fly here on YouTube. And the orange kind of looks like it ate, you know, some crustaceans. I do sell. Right now I'm pretty much just doing custom stuff. I make pretty much everything. Like this could be made into a keychain or pendant. And I could put anything in it. And it's a shell from the coast here, Southeast Florida. And nice little good luck charm of sorts. I should go and grab my favorite jewelry stand. I've been kind of putting a lot of it away because making room for workspaces. Let's see. And I am making some fly-inspired jewelry. Like, I'm going to make a necklace and all the links are going to be these. And they'll all be different. And haven't got anything on these yet. I'll show you these real quick. So I used to decorate hooks for my dad, for code lock, and as a gift, but they're not really useful. It'll totally fall off. And I'm going to try to put resin on this and it'll look really cool. But pretty much, I personally just fish with squid because easy to get, it's affordable, and it always hooks something. And been trying to get into some freshwater because I live next to Florida Swamp, and I grew up on the coast. This is the first one I tried to make, and it's peacock feather wrapped around and sewing thread and one piece of tinsel. I couldn't get it any more orderly than that. It was just bouncing around. It is from tinsel from yarn. I just pulled out a piece of it. And then this is just like that first one. And I don't know if you could see, but there's copper in there. And it's all sealed in resin. It's just sewing thread, peacock feather, and then the eyes are ball chain. And I just cut them off. And this one is actually inspired by one of the flies that Code Lock brought back from Scotland. So you have one piece of that tinsel. It was all I had yesterday, or the day before. And it's inspired by that fly, that little bitty one. I don't know why I used the glass bead. I should have used the gold bead. I have gold beads. And that's the best part about learning flies as a jeweler. Well, a crafter. I don't call myself a jeweler. Is I do have a lot of craft supplies, and I wasn't really using them lately. I recently shut down my Etsy only because I haven't been putting too much time in making unique objects. But that changed yet again. Go through patches where I don't know what to make, and I don't end up making anything. But this is my favorite. This I used with the fly materials, and I know these are legs, but I just used them as kind of wing things. Really excited for that one. And not sure what I'm going to be trying today. There's the old ones. I made these years ago, and they're pretty much like the thought counts because I don't really view those as useful. And yeah, whole new world really. And also trying to figure out how to make a shrimp. It kind of comes with random colors and it's all such useful. Oh, it's so soft. This is the dubbing, and it's just on thread. I do know how to make it. That much I did figure out by using this handy little gadget. I'm not sure if it's called a dubbing weight or a dubbing weight is different, but you put your dubbing loop and you twist it, and I'll be darned, I'll do it here in a second. I think I'm gonna still mess with my old hooks and keep these, because I know when I figure out a pattern to make, I can sit here and make them for hours. I'll probably go through those hooks pretty quick. And just been using some old ones. I'm gonna use this itchy. Getting over a cold too, so thankful to not be hacking up all over the place. It hit me like a truck. I haven't gotten sick in a long time, and it was just like the same kind of colds like I would get in middle school. I'm not bragging, I don't know, I eat off the floor a lot, that's what I say. But, so I'm very much a beginner and I have no idea what I'm doing. I have been trying to look up some patterns, and I did find a really, really nice art. Let me close my eyes because I've like a lot of eBay open. I don't know if I see the actual page, I won't want to close it. I've been getting into trouble with that because it's a whole new world. Like, it's a whole new world, and the feathers, everything is so specific and tailored and utilitarian, and it's really nice. So, I just don't feel like wrapping it back up. Yeah, I'm getting good at that, or better. Getting the actual thread on the hook itself has been quite a learning curve. I'm probably gonna go to the bend of the hook. I'm not sure what I'm making. I don't even have a pattern in mind. I do. Oh, maybe I'll try that. So there's this one pattern called Marabou Madness, and it was originally designed for. Shoot, I already forgot. It was Alright, pattern, step by step. I'm trying to find step by step instead of videos to follow. So it's good for sight fishing snook, and try to find what it was. Ooh, fly tying saltwater manual, 114 pages. Wait, I don't know where all the pages I had open for this. So I had them open already, but I think I might have closed the wrong window because it's a bunch of Selena cords and Cuda tube. That's what I've been trying to compile a bunch of tips and techniques for different scenarios and fishing for different things locally, and still haven't been able to get to that spot by Sailfish Marina. It's just a genuine wonderland down there. And I did just find and posted it might be distressing for some. I never actually seen that perspective before. Some people find using live bait as like a horrific thing. I don't know if it's just I was raised using live bait, so it's just kind of normal. But I've never actually seen live bait from the water. And when I was diving under the fishing pier, I saw exactly that. It was pretty neat. Well, neat might not be the appropriate word. It's pretty neat. And then it disappeared. They reeled it back up. But I did just post that 2 seconds ago. So it'll be the last video. Okay, here it is. Okay. So 10 must have salt water. I'm gonna just point the camera at it. These are so here's look at that face, and I think the eyes they made, or I can mix our eyes real quick with resin and sequins. I think that'd be cool. I don't have any EP fiber currently, and both dogs are short hair. But isn't that gorgeous? And I love how this one's described a little crabby, a little shrimpy. So that's definitely like pretty high on the list of flies that I really want to try ASAP. And like same thing with this. It's a shrimp. It is a freaking shrimp that is so brilliant. Because this is exactly what I want to make is shrimps. I really want to know how they do this. Like how it's rigid, very natural looking. Kind of looks felted, but don't think it would be felted. Chico's Marabou Madness, this is exactly what I'm going to try to make right now. Because the kit did come with marabou, some natural feathers, and the Clouser minnow. I see this style a lot, and I actually think some of Blue's bristles, he was my beloved pig that passed away last November. Still not over it. He was my best friend on this entire planet. I'll just be real. So, had to like, yeah, readjust and like, still. He's just the best. And now I have an alligator. His name is Thomas Nathaniel III. And I'll fish for a few seconds and he rolls up so smooth. Like, well, let's finish this tarpon toad. That is badass looking. It's just, this is like kind of the stuff I remember seeing as a kid. I was obsessed with tackle as a kid. My first craft supplies were just tools and things like that. For my dad's truck, washers, lock washers, star washers were my favorite because aesthetically pretty neat. And isn't that perfect? I'm also going to, my crustacean eyes, I'm going to put resin around it. So the black is like inside, kind of like this. Kind of looks like an orb, more orb. There's some clear. So I really, this is pretty much exactly the shape that I really want to get fluent in. And wow, if I knew things were going like this, I'd be at this for a while now, because this pretty much looks like the pendants that I was making. I love using UV resin, and I had to curb it a little bit because it is quite toxic, and this room doesn't have very good ventilation. But stuff is some of my favorite. You could preserve anything, make, it's just good stuff. And that is gorgeous. So, wow. Annual crab. And I see these flex tube crabs often too. And that stuff looks pretty interesting. And I actually think I've had that before. Because Tuppence has, let's see. Here, let me open comments here. Tuppence is a tackle shop here in Palm Beach County in Lake Worth. And they have street sales. And that's another one of the early ways I got craft supplies. Because excluding Walmart, there wasn't many craft stores. There's Joann Fabrics and stuff like that, specialty shops. Very expensive. And FAR. There wasn't really anything downtown, which when you live in that area, you kind of linger in that area too. And let me say, I love Lake Worth so much. So much. I can't wait for the stupid Florida bubble to pop so I can. $800 for a room in Lake Worth now. We were spoiled for a long time. I get it. $875. I had a 2-bedroom house with a mango tree, whole huge yard, walk-in dining kitchen, freestanding house. $875. One room is $800. I've been looking for a spot to rent just so I have a place like in between here and my parents, because my parents aren't doing very good, and I'm an only child, and I can't find it. So I've also been looking for not an RV, but like a tiny little travel trailer, so like can make a mobile office. And I do want to do fishing lives really bad, The only issue I have with that currently is I am on Google Fi. Don't know why. No, I'm just kidding. But Koglok was also on Google Fi. He made a great escape because it helps having a bunch of different like carriers and stuff for app development. So I stuck with the Google Pixel, and I've no real complaints about it. I like the camera; it's pretty alright. But the cell phone tower no longer works, apparently. In Palm Beach County, their cell phone tower doesn't work, and they have specialists investigating it. This is what they told me, and that I should get a new cell carrier, but it's not as easy as like that. So just when struggling with that, I actually kind of want to get like a Metro PCS phone just to stream out and about and have a working phone, because like phone calls don't work at all unless I'm on a Wi-Fi network. I cannot talk to someone. It's wild. And the streams look like they're filmed on a Motorola Razr, and unwatchable. But that's what I really want to do, because when I fish, I'm fishing for hours, and I never really get anything on film because that requires getting my phone out of my bag and like getting the camera, and it's all like two-hand stuff, and I never end up getting many pictures or much footage or anything like that. And so I want to just stream. Then it's sweet to be able to bring people along to things like that too, because you never know what you're gonna pull up anywhere, when you fish anywhere. But some of the stuff is downright gorgeous, and it's just on my hook for a second because I just get it back in the water. If I can't eat it, I retreat it instantly. And just like that, it's just like not something I think about until after. I'm like, damn it, I didn't get a picture. But it's so fluid that I don't know. So I think that it's just streaming it kind of curbs that, and you know, I really enjoy I don't know, streaming like stuff like that, because it's really hours and hours of just peak human activity, in my opinion. And I grew up fishing. The last few years I haven't. Okay, 2019 was the last time I went fishing, and this pandemic occurred, and the shit show rained down for years straight. The whole thing with my mom and stuff, and so I didn't get to too much, but now I'm more than ready. I finally fixed this. So my dad was gonna throw this cart away because one of the wheels broke. However, I salvaged some wheels from. This is a craft room. There's supposed to be paint and like everything on the floor. So now that we're past that, lawnmower wheels. Just grabs the old lawnmower from Kodak's yard. There was like a pile of them, to be honest. And I just threw. There's a little bit of a, gap there. So this is what I was going to use as a pin until I get a pack of pins. And because it does stick out a little bit for my liking, and keep it from getting stuck or anything, and just throw a washer on it. And got a cart. The fishing poles won't be stored in this. I'm going to probably just bring 4 with me anyway, so put 4 pipes here, PVC pipes. And the Ugly Stick GX2 came in. I caught it on, caught something, probably a little sunfish again, or not sunfish, the cichlid, I don't know what they're called. I call them atomic sunfish now, because I like that. But this pole was $25 from the Ugly Stick website, free shipping, and 2-piece, so it could go in my backpack. 25 bucks. They called it the Ladies GX2. It's not ultralight, it's just light. And it's easily my favorite pole now. Put the old Zebco 33 on there. And I haven't re-spooled it yet. So this stuff is quite old, and it snapped on the plant matter down there. But I love this so much. And might as well give it a little tour. I have a lot of old Zebco reels. I know people are preferential, but that's what I grew up. That's the one bucket I filled. I'm going to be using some of this to make tackle because brilliant colors and it's waterproof. But I have to re-spool this one too for beach fishing. I know it's a kind of a ridiculous size of a reel, but it's a ridiculous size of a pole, and I quite like it. Oldie goldie. And I'm not sure what fishing line I'm going to put on that. And it's on an old Zebco pole. I don't know how this happened, but I forget how many feet. It's like 9 or 10 feet. And I really want to do some surf fishing or shoreline fishing. And this is the other pole that I picked for the backpack. They're both 2 pieces, so this and the GX2. And it's ugly fish, catfish. It came with this reel. I'm just going to use it until it burns out, and then I'll put a sienna on it. Shakespeare sienna. And this is so freaking heavy duty. It's so hard to cast. I can't cast this one for shit. It's so rigid. But it's going to be perfect for big boys when we get the boat going. And on this, I have my childhood pole, or reel on it. My dad has the original. I found this one on eBay. And it's the Zebco. I'm guessing it's saltwater sport, saltwater 60. I love this so much. And I just have that with some heavy string too, because this is really going to be for a boat. And yeah, catfish and the GX2 will be on my person at all times. I just like, I don't know, I know it's designed for catfish or whatever. What does that even mean? I'm not sure. But I like it. Now the only pole I have on my desire list is the, what's it called? The shoot, what is that called? Oh, the big water, the ugly stick big water. Ugly stick is just what I grew up using, and they seem to do really well. And they're gorgeous. They're very affordable. And yeah, also holy trucks. I never really, so I made a registry for like a few different reasons and didn't really expect much out of it. One of y'all were I'm just really smitten is the only word, but someone sent me the backpack of my dreams, and I can hardly contain how, wow. So, the reason why it's the backpack of my dreams is I have, I carry a lot with me. I like having all activities and stuff like that, so I have a lot with me at all times. So anyway, I have a lot with me at all times, and usually it's just me with a bunch of bags, and it was just getting a little ridiculous with the amount of stuff I would bring. And this, I believe, is the large carry-all. I believe that's what it's called. And this is to hold fishing poles. So I could put 2 on me, could take this on the bike or walk to the pier without having to carry a bunch of stuff. And this is when I want to pack a little heavier, and I have a chair and a few other things that I'm going to be adding to that. And a little filing thing. It's just out of control and horrible. I wanted this bag so bad, and now I'm like just a mixture of shock and gratefulness. And there's so much storage. It's really perfect. So this actually could be removed, and so you can see the tackle boxes down there. And that could be removed. And there's a cup holder that will definitely not be used for shells. Hidden in here. I was really taken back by it. I don't know, it's public emergency. I just didn't really expect much from it. And, you know, I kept myself in the visual because I don't really leave this desk unless it's to go into the ocean or on or near. Okay, so what is the blue view? Oh, the blue one. So this actually, just from Walmart. There we go. This is just from Walmart, but the reel has been sticking, so I might get a Sienna for this too. And like it sounds decent now. The what's it called? The tension is broken, or not the tension? The click. What is that? Because it's still, you can still do this, but you don't hear it when it gets hooked. And I'm sure that's an easy fix. But this, I think they're like, I forget, it was like $50. And it comes with the tackle box, this and that, but it was on sale for like $30 or something. I totally forgot. At Walmart, I had no poles. I had poles, and years ago left them at my grandfather's old house, and wretched humans pawned them that I happen to be related to. Anyway, but I just grabbed this because it was loaded. It was already loaded with, and it's still just this what it came on it, the line that came on it. And well, even for the last few months, it's just been this pole and that heavy duty ugly stick, and I pretty much just use this when I go to move here. And yeah. Zero complaints other than the this kind of broke fast, but that's, I feel like, expected. And again, it's not broken. It does lock up though, where it won't move at all. I'm not sure what that is, but I love this thing. And $30 can't beat it. And it's just a Catch More Fish Shakespeare reel. I don't know who makes the pull, if it's also Shakespeare or what, but did me really well. And it came with the tack box. Really can't beat it. And it didn't have the biggest assortment. And it's not two pieces, but it can be if you just cut this thread. But I just keep it on. And this GX2 though, like I bet that's gonna replace it. Even though it's, I think, like 8 pounds. Tesla, it's really just so lightweight. But I haven't really tried anything yet. Oops. I think that's how 90% of my streams go. Today we'll be making this. Does not end up making this. But I'm still just familiarizing myself, because it really is a very extensive, have it here. Now that's just been sitting there. I am just so blown away. Really, really. So if you would like to be named, I would like to send you some handmade goods, if that's your kind of thing. Something. I am speechless. As well as whoever sent the fly fishing materials. I really can't get over that. And this. Really stoked. So, Marabou Madness. I'm so currently bad. I think I'm actually going to use these. So, I could gain some. No, this is different. I kind of thought that this was just like Maybe I'll find some, cause, okay. I guess these are just different, cause these are just fluffy on the bottom, quite nice, but not up here. Alright, I'll be proper. So, what color the gray? Maybe yellow. Let's see. Step 1. Start your thread and tie in a single blood quill marabou feather. What is the difference? A blood quill marabou. I'm just gonna have to dump these out with something. Oh, these are feathers from my bird, Admiral. So when it gets a little better, I want to make a fly with one, because I do have two. Even if I just like frame it or something, because these are works for I never understood why there weren't. I'm sure there's like in the fly fishing community like gallery openings, but I don't know. It should be kind of. It would be nice to go into an art gallery and it's just a bunch of framed flies. I have gotten so much inspiration from flies in the past, and for jewelry making, just looking at them, and maybe this one. No, I feel like it's a different feather. I want to just see what happens if I cut. I mean, I like how it looks. I don't know how much that matters, but well, I guess. You know what? I'm just gonna make one up. How about? I really like that part. Let's see. No. Alright, I'm trying this. I keep forgetting not to talk regular level. I have to talk louder. Since my mic isn't really picking me up. I wonder if I could shave that part a little more. I don't like it hugging it a little bit like that. So, bring her up a little bit. slipping and sliding. It's really pretty. So I'm gonna actually go back because I read about this thing where you go behind it also, and it keeps it from fouling. Oh gosh. I don't know how to hold it yet. Oh, this isn't even on. Oh my bad. Some lures. So, that wasn't on camera at all. I'm very good at this. So, we're going this way. And this way. I can't hold it properly yet, so I don't have like the muscle memory to do this very gracefully. Okay. Oh, okay, like so. No idea what I'm doing. So, oh, eyes maybe? Can I attach the eyes with this sparkly thread? Okay. I can't hold it yet. Damn. Hey, look at him. Oops. I'm sorry. I was supposed to flip the camera around. Yeah. Look at him. Now I don't know what to do. They think the lock is due to the broken gears in the reel. Oh. So that's probably something easily replaceable. I've just been roughing it. But not looking on those holes in them. Trying to see, used to just kind of get whatever my dad wasn't using, but now searching for my own stuff is a lot. Like, I'm not entirely sure like what ratio of reel to get, because I've always heard really good things of, let's see, well, totally forgot what his name. going to. Okay. I'm just gonna cut it off into it. Is that this handy weight thing? I think that's what this is for. Well, let me first attach it. I'm not sure if. Okay. I'm not sure if this is very proper for currently, but I want to put some of this red, like cross-hatch over the eyes. I think that would look nice. Oh, pink, my bad. Oh, shoot. Move it backwards, I think. Ooh, this is awkward. Okay. That. Okay. Can't find my sewing scissors anywhere. I actually have some really pointy scissors I think would be really ideal for cutting thread super close. Alright, that's beautiful. And I'm just gonna add some pink up the body, I think. I think that'll look nice. To do that, I think I'm gonna attach it down here. Everything locks itself in place. It's really brilliant. Get it to become a little more fluent and nope, almost forgot to bring it back up. Okay, so maybe let's try this way. I really like this stuff. Oh. I might just add some of this to hooks, honestly. I don't see why not. Alright. So I don't know how to whip stitch yet, but I've been cementing all the heads. I don't know if that means like with a specific material, but I've been using UV resin to kind of lock all the heads. You know, I like it. This is, oops. Oh, I'm so far. Hey. It's just such a treat to be able to easily add things to hooks that will entice fish. Very cool. And this is just ball chain. I really like him. I'm gonna slip a few more of the, I don't know if they're knots, but knots. And did I say something with the boat? When will the boat be ready? Okay, so the last few things is I just need 2 batteries, 2 marine batteries, and to get the gas out. But you know, you could just like gargle. I don't mind trying to siphon it. I haven't tried siphoning something in a long time, so you know, I don't mind gaining a new skill. But it just needs the old gas taken out, and just like checked for structural integrity, peace of mind. It's been sitting in the Florida sun for the last few years because the last time we used it, we drove it to the west coast, and it's quite a treat. We're Atlantic coast, so we're used to just being able to not get stuck on sandbars. Holy. It was all fun though. Like, just my dad's boat was small enough could just pull it off and out. And I'm sorry, I'm really enjoying this one. Oh, and that reminds me, I have one under the light carrier. And this is just a throw. And this stuff is UV reactive, so it's like quite bright. It'd be cool to bring a UV light under there. I gotta flip the camera around so you can really see him. But oh no! Shoot! 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 I love this thread. It's unlike anything I've ever used before. I feel like I'm using like silk from a spider web. Pretty neat. And there's another thing. Maintenance check, I guess, on the motor, which I keep trying to get my parents to send me a picture. I know it's a Yamaha. Ooh, I almost had it. Oh, what is it? A Yamaha something. It's just a simple, you know, 21-foot Aquasport, and yeah, just my dad's back is absolutely shot, so probably going to stick to the inlets to the summer with him, because I don't think his back could handle waves at all. And yeah, so the intercoastals are absolutely intense, and there's this one spot next to the turning basin for cruise ships by Port of Palm Beach that I really want to hit. There's boilers down there, or it used to be, and oh, this is so soft. Oh my god. It's like substantial though. It's not just, it doesn't just feel like air. And that holds a ton of fish, but can't really access it through with the paddle board. And in between Peanut Island and the marina, because the inlet is right there, and you get a boat on it because it's not very accessible. And the west or the north side of the inlet, all condos, can't access it. And then on the south side, it's Palm Beach, and there is a jetty. I just don't know how to access it anymore. The public parking, which was like one spot, is permanently closed. At least that's what it says on. And there's a dock that goes into the inlet. Lobster season, right before lobster season. Poke your head down there with a mask. It's wild. The whole inlet is crawling. And still haven't gone out lobster fishing. Have my freaking permit. Saw a head last time at Blue Heron. But try to find spots, and I know the spot that I have in mind is going to be prime, but just have to get there somehow. And but also really want to go on a drift boat. I don't know why that popped into mind. It's like the easiest way to get on the water as soon as possible. And Beloved, which is Bar Jack now, and Lantana, which is a deep water fishing. What is that called? $80. Last time I went on it was like 40 or 50 or something. Which understandable, and that's probably quite a bit to fill up. So they're not the best. But and this neon rope is, let's put these here, is this. And this is this. Just rope, good for dropping your camera down, stuff like that. But it brushes out, and it's so soft. It really, I wish y'all could feel this. It's very soft. And, yeah. Oh, thank you, Enrique. Please do, always feel free to come back. Gotta start doing giveaways. My mom's like, I can't believe you haven't done a giveaway yet. And I keep saying I'm going to. Just a little bit scatterbrain. And don't really know how to go about doing it. Oh yeah, this is the stuff. SC9 TV in the early 2000s, bling string. What I'm thinking is this is going to be excellent for Flash. If it's for human beings. And probably quite resilient towards water and all that. And I'm going to give it a pull to make sure it doesn't just come apart. And legs. I don't know if anybody here knows who Eric Estrada is, but last time I went to the little Comic-Con here, UltraCon, just heard a random dude screaming legs. I'm 5'9", I'm not that tall, but I do kind of have like ostrich physique. But yeah. And my parents are like way too proud of that moment, so anytime I'm out with them now, they always have to tell strangers that Eric Estrada called me legs. You know the guy from Chips? That's what they say. It was very nice. And I grew up watching Chips. I honestly couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit. My childhood. But once, yeah, I don't know. And then we went to Bud's. I just had a very simple Sailor Moon costume on, you know, because it's Comic-Con, of course I'm gonna wear something. I like clothes, I do. And utilitarian. And in that aspect, I mean, in that situation was. And, yeah. And very introverted, I really am. And but I dress like I bet that's like a thing introverts that dress extroverted. Anyway, I ran into Bud's for fried chicken. Well, not fried chicken, fried scallops and shrimp. And the manager had the whole, like, Bud's crew come out and take a picture with me. Like, I was just dressed as Sailor Moon. And I wasn't dressed as Sailor Moon. My hair is, like, all messy. I had, like, a Sailor Moon costume on. So, yeah. I don't know where to share that, like, to show y'all, because it's, you know. Oh, my face was so red, I couldn't, and I still had to wait for, like, my food after all that. But, yeah, long story short, hope y'all have a beautiful day. I'm going to, probably play some more, games of content, actually go through patterns. So I have more of a plan. And maybe an actual pattern. I want to make these, but I don't have EP fiber. And I'm thinking I could use this, but it's so kind of flaccid. So I think I'm going to try to find a pack of that. And got plenty of flash. So. Enticing. It's very thrilling for me because I really like handcrafts, whether it be crochet, like beadwork, anything like that, resin. But this, making something with my bony little fingers to entice a fish to bite it was like that's an elite level compliment that I never really thought about, because I don't know. Probably should have planned how I, like, worded that. It's just pretty surreal, you know, using, and planning it out. It's just very strategic and all about it. I wish it didn't take me this long to get into, but I did find, well, I didn't find it, Captain Derek on Instagram recommended in Boca there's actually a fly fishing shop, so I'm really excited to try to make a trek down there, because the fishing down there is out of control. That's actually where Heath is based from, South Florida Fishing Reports, and really want to check out down and over there. Anyway, long story short, and Boca Bridge, anytime I was down there and would go over this bridge, it was always so blue, like Sleeping Beauty turquoise blue, and like Andy Leader Pack blue is nice blue, and just never went inside of it. But anyway, happy trails, and hope everyone has a beautiful day, even if it's not today. And yeah, any recommendations as far as materials or spots, especially spots, material spots, patterns, anything. Full force into full-time fishing, and just trying to learn the ropes to become as efficient of a fisherman as I possibly can, to acquire as much food as I possibly can, as much as I legally can. And yeah, been going hard on the invasives, and I caught one. I think I already told the story. I heard it flapping in the gator's mouth. I threw it, and it just didn't make it in the water. Okay, so I think I told on that. I caught a Mayan cichlid, or an atomic sunfish, which is an invasive, and beautiful. But there's a gator, like, swimming right there, back and forth, and I was like, well, I can't go down there to put it in the water, because I'm usually fishing down there. But it's very curious with gator. Usually they just are sitting there, or just very still, and this one going back and forth, and so I threw it in, but I think I was just a little too distracted because it didn't make the water. It made the marsh, so I just had to flap over it and it would have been in the water. However, the gator saw it, and he just swam over, the biggest smile on his face, because they're always grinning, and I guess like didn't see it at first, so it was like moving his snout around, like pushing the stuff, and then because it was flapping, and then it stopped flapping as soon as the gator was there. Like it was like, ooh, time to be still. But the gator found it, and you could hear it flapping in his mouth. And it was an experience. Yeah. Circle of life or whatever. It's just it just happens the way it happened, and not complaining because it was just a really glorious thing to witness. To be honest, really used to the gators, Florida, but the canal is always full. Sometimes there's 5. That's the most I've seen personally in one area, and there's one that they said it was 15 feet. That's, I don't know. But it's eating all the other gators. I haven't seen it yet, and I haven't seen the gator today, and he's usually out there every day. And now, I can't help but feel worry every now and then. Because I'm attached at this point. I just like watching it swim back and forth. And, because I do like fishing in it. I mean, just like, because where else? But I don't because there's too many turtles, and now, like, when there is a gator present, I can't just go to the thing, so if I hook one, I'm kind of screwed. I'd have to go down there. And, so I really don't like fishing there. I keep the hook, or the bait, and hook, or whatever, at the top of the surface. Because I'm just trying to hook little, like, bluefin and stuff like that, little fish, just to learn and, stay active. And I do keep meaning to try to make a trek into the nature preserve to try to find a spot. And there's another spot that I might be able to stream at, because it has like a little guest center thing right next to the fishing area. It's catch and release only. However, it's protected as gorgeous spot, so can't wait to see what pull up. Pretty beautiful fish. I know I said panfish all look the same to me because, you know, you got the speckle mohawks, some stripes, and like borderline same shape. So judging by, or like depending on the age, sometimes I have no idea what I'm looking at. It could be one of 5 things, and yeah, starting to really pick up on it. Like the 2 dots on the lion cichlid, or the yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, lost this. Really impressive cat eye, or also known as Shiva shell. Look at the spiral. Really nice specimen. I have quite a few here. Almost ready to move up a jar size. Yeah, let me put this one again. As you can see, beautiful. Oh, you saw the video there? No way. That's the point. Yeah, it is. Treat and a half. It is. Yeah. Can't wait for the next one. I really do like the comic cons because it's not just one thing or another. Ample vintage, ample handmade goods. Really nice experience. Everyone's super nice, and like I don't think you'll see any knife fights at a Comic-Con here. I know they could probably get pretty intense with the ladies, but because I've heard my fair share of horror stories, but ours is so small and really nice, and Dr. Rob is always there with his pile of comic books, and just always a good time. Always a good time. I went once. It's the only time I went. I was really excited to go every year when I go. The fairgrounds has a lot of things, gun shows, coin shows. And the coin shows, oh my god, are great. Not a lot of coin collectors are into coins with holes in it, so I really like buying those up because I'm not going to drill into a coin, so I try to get them with holes already in them. And I always thought that was going to change though, because I thought the holes kind of added character. Because a lot of the times people would have to like stitch their coins into their jacket and stuff like that. And so it's an added story I always thought was interesting. And this reminded me, metal detecting seems like elite human activity too. I cannot wait to get into that. Do a little bit of digging and find a good amount of like tortoiseshell and Jupiter. And I think the oldest coin I've found is a 1919 Buffalo nickel. Now let me pull up comments again. So, a ton of snakes. We actually have coral snakes. And as far as constrictors though, yes, we have boa constrictors, wow. It just doesn't share specifically those, but we have water moccasins, big chunky, and the coral snakes, which was putting beads away, or beads aside, because I just realized banded snakes that could easily create beaded bracelets or anything, just by using the colors. And wanted to do that to try to get some Florida things going, and especially with shells, to get out into the world, especially Scotland, because I have someone, I freaking code locks whole family now, and I think it would be so cool to send seashells to Scotland. That would be amazing, because it's the Atlantic still. They do have the North Sea, but, and the, what's that called? Let's see. The English Channel. How the heck did I forget that? The English Channel is a globe. But, because I know it's a silly thing, it's obvious, but it hit me not too long ago that, wow, coast is very finite, and there are more like internal states that don't have access to seashells, and so I've been jarring them all up, and anybody who's inland or anywhere that either wants to trade shells, that'd be really sweet, but or just want seashells to make crafts with, because I think that's really, really, really cool to get worldwide shells from different vicinities, and I'm sure there's services that's like there's art services, maybe not the right word, but like pen pals, but instead of being letters, you send like handmade goods, stuff like that. It would be sweet to do with natural stuff. Maybe not seeds, but shells and rocks would be really sweet. And I don't have access to river stones, and river stones are always nice. I keep it creepy. I did take this from somebody's yard though. I needed I needed something to get the meat out of acorns, Florida acorns, and hammer is just more tactile, because they're holding little nuts. But this worked perfect, and I've had it for about 10 years, and I've used it for about 10 years for acorns. But I discovered something I'm going to mess up, probably, but... Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. The point, you can spin so fast on this. It's pretty impressive. Like, you could spin so fast. And if I wasn't in the Jenga room, I could almost do 2 revolutions on it. What time is it? I started this game really late. But I really want to make some, or use some time to go through patterns. And let me just grab the actual flies. What else? Ah! My God, I can find it. I had to bring this too. This is the stuff that I've made. And this is the stuff that I wear personally every day. Just like my favorites. Because that's actually pretty much start making stuff for gifts and just, I don't know. But that's what I'm really excited about. I find these little shells that are eroded into just rings. And I was able, and this is just fishing line that I found. I try to keep, if there's an ample amount of roping or string, I try to keep it. And it's this braided fishing line. I found a huge nest of it, and I sat and watched some TV and unraveled as much as I could, and was able to make a full necklace. And it's really tough. And all these I found under Blue Heron Bridge in one go. It took about an hour. And there's just these little tiny ants. It used to take a long time. I spilled paint on my hands. It used to take a long time to find these. But I found a spot that there's like millions. Because I used to find them swimming. And I could find them in the sand. I really like it. And I wanted to show some of the flies that Code brought back from Scotland. Check it. Wow. Really sweet. His grandfather made these in Men's Street, Foothills, local Ocals. I'm gonna put, oh, that one's so nice. Nice pink poof, which I think would be brilliant here. Nice form. Nice coloring. Got some top blues, foam. Really nice. So, and on this side has some of my favorites. I organized them. Well, this one was pretty much organized. Like, all these were in a row. Just kind of, oh, isn't that gorgeous? I like the mouse. I still can't get over the mouse. And this, which I keep calling a hedgehog, but I suppose it could be anything. Like, I'm not sure what is common to that area. And the small ones are very inspiring. And these, oh, okay, first of all, this, oh wow. Ah, amazing. Beautiful form. I like this. Wondering if that's a fabric you cut stuff out of. I still haven't looked it up. This one's my favorite. I have some more thread and flash coming. And I have been emailing fly shops because, you know, times do be tough. And I'm not sure what to start with. So I've been emailing them and seeing if they ever have store returns or scraps, like literally on the floor, and if I could just buy like a goodie bag of random scraps. Because how do you even do that? Because you know it's just a hook in there. How do you get so much body and so much structure from fibers? I don't know yet. But it's incredible. Church is church is church. He is and she got quite a hilarious picture of him 2 seconds ago. In here. I was trying to take a picture of the basket to show my dad that it is back in action. He rolled his eyes so hard when I was like, oh, I'm keeping this. I could find wheels. Because it was an odd shape. And the closest I could find to 6-inch plastic wheels with a small, like, barrel, if you will, for the bolt, was lawnmower wheels. And I still can't get over that. It's like on my mind heavily how brilliant those wheels worked. Because between that rack and the backpack, that is everything you could possibly need. And not having to take many trips could get there anyway. And if parking is really far, like Cato's Bridge, you have to trek through a little nature preserve to get to. Oh, I'm so excited. The weekend's only like 2 days away. I think gonna try to hit a pier. We went and it closes so early. Turtle season, so that's understandable. But it closes really early. 8 o'clock. Whoa. iCloud Drive may not work properly. Computers on the fritz, is it the same? Oh yeah, yeah, let me show this real quick, even though it's kind of a mess. Oh, shit. These are my personal, like, got some copper in there. The braid's not the best, but, you know, it's just an eclectic thing. And this, I really like the iridescence, and I kept it matte. That was an accident that I kept. And there's metal shards in here. My buddy has a shop. He makes all kinds of things, like car parts, clip extenders, silence hooks, I think. I don't know. But I get the scrap metals to add to resin stuff, and it always makes it that much. BDS Fabrications in Lake Worth. And this is just stuff I made. I'll find a bead or something and I need to put. And this is just flowers from going on walks and pressing them. And it's from a resin mold. And I use mica to color the horns in the back. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I mean. So like I'll get really old coins from the shows. It was 1850 something. And I didn't drill that. It was already drilled. This I actually made when I was in like 8th grade. This is a necklace. The charm is missing from the vintage store I was working at. And this is a bullet shell. And some peacock feathers. The same peacock feathers I was using on the flies from High Ridge in Lantana. And this I was making a wall hanging with these handmade glass beads. But I liked it so much I just added it to an old chain. And this I made with copper wire, you can see it coming through, and lead-free solder. So I just bent the wire into shape and then kind of tried to plate it in the solder, just making it kind of old and looking. It's just 1960s choker, but I took the charms off because they were falling apart and added coral earring that was my grandma's, but the other one was missing. Old days. Treshka, and the charm fell off of it, and I actually can't remember what it was. Oh, it was a fish, a silver fish. It didn't fall off, I took it off for something else. This is a piece of a bracelet I believe my mom found in Georgia. And like on the floor. And the chain, I just used random stones. Got peridot, citrine, aquamarine, moonstone. Really dainty, angelic, coral. And this is my favorite freaking necklace. And it kind of is a little, not deco, but like Art Nouveau feeling. Especially with the two pieces that hang down. And these are little bones was given as gifts. I just add them to charms. And this is a trade bead, just added it. And this, I just liked the color. Oops, I just like the coloring. And this is actually a custom piece that I sold, and I liked it so much I made another one. And it's based off a rosary. And big pearls, but this, I really like making these charms because I could put anything in it. I've been trying to find little fish bones for one idea I have coming up. Try scallion, but you can make any shape. Put any stone in it. And these I also like just sitting in the sand. They're sitting outside and stranding random colors. And those are just a few of like the pieces that I wear a lot. Oh yeah, this is a Morse code. That was actually very popular to do. It's an OG Pinterest right there. But a friend of mine, when we were kids, we didn't play with Barbies, we actually played Russian Spy, in which we would use Morse code. I'm not even kidding. Middle school, they took notes and it would be Morse code. And had this phone that, it was a flip phone, but the part that flipped, that had the mic on it, was just like some dimples. It wasn't a mic. I know, it wasn't because I never put too much thought into it. I had it when I was really young. And, but the flippy part broke off. And I was like, wow, that's just plastic. Yeah, that's my favorite. And the pennies, it's a wheat penny and a native, I forgot what they're called, but it's a Native American. For the life of me, I have a big sterling note from Scotland. The currency is really, really pretty. And like plastic, it feels, I don't know, very nice. Oh, I am starving. I don't know why I do this every time. But, I'm gonna get some Hello Trevor 60, I almost said 67, Hello Trevor 76. And, thank you. I like, acquiring bits, like, when I grew up, oh, no,